I believe dreams come from our subconscious, our unconscious mind. And I believe specifically the part of the unconscious mind that sends them to us is something I call the daemon, something Carl Jung would have called the self, or Aleister Crowley would have called the holy guardian angel, or Joseph Campbell would have called invisible hands that accompany you when you follow your bliss. There's lots of ways to think about it, but basically dreams are messages from that part of ourself to help us stay on the track of our true will. Here's what I mean by that. You were here to give a specific gift to the world. There's something that only you can give. And if you're not on the track of giving that gift, then your daemon, your unconscious self, will try to send you messages to say, hey, you need to be doing this. But unfortunately, dreams are symbolic, they're metaphoric. So the message you get isn't a clear message. It has to be interpreted. And so I have spent years interpreting and analyzing dreams for people. And today we're going to interpret and analyze some dreams that have been sent to me through various social media accounts by different subscribers and followers. First up, from a follower, simply called Dude, he sent this dream. Last night I dreamed about the alien apocalypse. Was amazing. There were bombs, laser guns, earthquakes. I saved my father. Destruction everywhere. This is actually a really awesome dream. I wish I had this dream. And so what we need to do, we need to look at the parts of the dream as metaphors and figure out what they're metaphoric for. So aliens, what are aliens? Aliens are something from outside of your world that come in, and they're really strange. They're not like you at all. That's what the word alien kind of implies, is that it's very different from you. And so maybe in this dream, what the aliens represent is something coming into your life, into your day-to-day existence that's very different from what you're used to. And they come here, he describes it as an apocalypse. There are lasers and there are bombs and earthquakes. And so what we can take from that is the introduction of these new alien things, be they thoughts, be they habits, be they people. They're coming in a way that feels a little disruptive. Maybe you're not quite ready for the changes that these alien experiences or thoughts or people are encouraging. And so it feels like an apocalypse a little bit. But the dream goes on to say the person actually went on to save their father in the midst of this apocalypse. So what does the father represent? Fathers are the patriarchs of our family. They are the introducers and keepers of tradition and order and all those things. And so in the midst of all these alien things being introduced into this dreamer's life in a way that feels a little disruptive, he manages to save a little bit of tradition, a little bit of that voice of order and voice of the past and voice of what's important in family and stuff. And so it seems like to me there's a potential real clear message. And dreams are personal from person to person. There's not one meaning to a dream image. So that's why things like dream dictionaries are garbage. And so because I'm not this person, I can't necessarily unpack what all this means for him. But what I'm trying to do is give a thread to pull on. And the thread here is that maybe in this dreamer's life, they're encountering new and different things and alien things that are feeling very disruptive to them. And they're being encouraged. What is the little bit of tradition? What is the thing kind of represented by your father image? What is the sense of order, the sense of family, the sense of familiar that you can save, that you need to hold on to, that you need to take actions to save? And so because of that, this is a great dream. I think there's a really potentially great message there. And so, Dude, I hope this is helpful. Next, from someone named Shania Brooks, they ask, what does it mean if you meet or see a celebrity in your dream? And so this is a great question. We tend to, and kind of just like with the alien dream before, it's good to whatever metaphor you see in the dream to kind of apply it inward. So if you dream about Brad Pitt, it's not really a dream about Brad Pitt, it's a dream about you. And so does that mean you're Brad Pitt? Well, maybe. But I think the important thing is to say, what does the celebrity that you see in your dream, what do they kind of represent? Are they somebody who feels very charismatic or very influential or very fun or very sexy or very strong? Whatever it is, a sighting of a celebrity is maybe signaling a sighting of that aspect of you. So, whatever you love or appreciate about Brad Pitt, your dream is saying, be on the lookout for that aspect of that person inside of you. Be on the lookout for the ways that you're charismatic or you're strong or you're influential, because those things don't just exist in Brad Pitt, they exist in you too, and you need to be on the lookout for them. Next, from Lady Patriot 444, we have, I just have one question. What does it mean when you've had the same dream every now and again? And so this is a great question, and I get this one a lot. Some people have the same dreams over and over again. So what does that mean? Well, if we stick with the idea that dreams are a message from our unconscious, from our daemon, trying to lead us in a certain direction, if you keep having the same dream over and over again, maybe you're not getting the message. Maybe your unconscious feels like this is something really important that we need you to get so that we can get on the track of giving our gift to the world. And so we're going to keep saying it over and over and over again until you finally listen. And so that kind of explains what does it mean when you have the same dream now and again. So the next question would be, what is the dream that you're having over and over again? Let's figure out what the message of that is, and let's enact it. And that way, when you are able to enact the message of the dream, then the dream theoretically stops occurring over and over again because you've gotten the message. Make sense? Okay. Next, we have P-Brain the Goofball. Man, that's really, and I assume this is the name the person chose. They're being hard on themselves. I had multiple dreams about sharing a house with an associate and close friend. It was odd. Okay, so this is another great one. So what is your house? What is a house? It's the place that you occupy. It's the space that you occupy. And if you're sharing it with a friend or an associate, and I assume this person, obviously this friend or associate isn't their roommate in real life, because otherwise, why would it seem odd? But if you have a dream where you're sharing the space that you occupy with someone that you know or a friend, what is that saying? It's saying maybe that friend or associate is taking up a little too much of your thought process. Maybe you're giving them more influence than they really deserve in your life. You're giving up your space to them, or maybe not that you're doing it too much, but maybe you need to. Maybe you need to think about them and the way they do things more. Maybe there's something you need to learn from them. And so in analyzing this, one of the questions we'd ask the dreamer is, who is this friend? What do you think of them, or this associate? What is their role in your life? And from there, you can figure out, are they taking up too much of your mind space, or do they need more mind space? And so to P-Brain Goofball, hopefully this is a thread you can pull on. You can start asking yourself questions about this person that you're having this dream about. All right, one last one. Is constant dreams of my partner cheating on me just my own insecurities? And this person is named Hi, H-I. So is a dream about your partner cheating on you your own insecurities coming into the picture? I would say no. I mean, maybe you're insecure in general and it shows up a lot of places. But if we're looking for a message from this dream, I wouldn't say, the dream messages we get are usually something we wouldn't have come up with on our own. That's why it has to come from our unconscious. And so it sounds like this person is kind of familiar and aware of their own insecurities. So you wouldn't need a message from your daemon, from your dream self saying, hey, you're insecure. Obviously, you know you're insecure. So partners and cheating, a lot of people dream about this, and it makes a lot of people really angry at their partner because they assume it means something. But I would say it means something more about what's going on inside you than what's going on inside your relationship. So when we dream of a partner or a love interest or a spouse or anything like that, it's somebody that we are joined with in some way. And so we need to let the person that we're joined with be a symbol here. So your significant other, your spouse, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whatever they are, what do they symbolize to you? Like, what is, if they were a Greek god, what would they be the Greek god of? What is their primary function and effect in your life? And then when you figure out what that is, maybe it's, well, my partner is really compassionate. And so let's say, okay, well, then we're going to say they represent compassion in your life. What does it mean if the symbol of compassion in your life is cheating on you? Well, that's, again, not about your relationship to them. It's about you. So in your life, in your interactions throughout the day, where is your sense of compassion betraying you? Are you being too compassionate towards someone who maybe doesn't deserve your compassion? Are you being too open, and are you serving someone who doesn't deserve that or who doesn't need it or is taking advantage of you through it? Those are the questions I would start asking myself. How is my sense of, and it's not just compassion, it's whatever your significant other represents to you. Maybe they're really good at business, or maybe they're really open-minded. And so whatever that aspect is, figure that out, and then figure out, how is that aspect in me betraying me in some way? How is it being taken advantage of? How am I being taken advantage of by someone because of it? Hopefully that makes sense. But what I will say, don't assume it means you're being cheated on or that you're insecure. Assume there's a deeper message there for you to lock onto. So that's just a few dreams that I've been asked about. I've got tons more, so we'll be doing this. If you have a dream that you have a question about and you want to know what it means and get some help there, then put it in the comments under this video, and I will be happy to get to it, and we can discuss your dream and the potential symbols right here in this video. Okay? Thank you guys. Talk to you soon.